Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarmin. I am living alone for the very first time, and today I think I want to rearrange my entire house. I live in a 3-bed, 2-bath house. I've lived here for the last almost 5 years, and I'm living alone. I'm just trying to accept this new journey in my life, this new chapter, but there are some rooms that are just not working for me anymore, and I think it's just time for a little refresh. So first, let's talk through the rooms that I'm going to change around. So first of all, I have my bedroom downstairs. I'm going to be changing this back into the guest bedroom, and I'm going to be keeping my clothes in here. I know that's a little weird to keep my clothes downstairs, but this is the biggest closet in the house. It is a walk-in closet, so I'm going to keep all of my clothes in here. I have a dresser that's upstairs that I'm going to be moving downstairs as well, and I'm going to be putting like my socks, underwear, bras, things like that in there. That's going to be the room that's the guest room and where I get dressed. So this is the room that I currently sleep in. This is my bed, this is my computer setup, and this is my chair. I also have an entire walk-in closet in here. Also, my desk is in here. Upstairs, I'm going to be sleeping upstairs in the primary bedroom, and then in the second bedroom, I'm going to be turning that into my office. So currently downstairs, I have my entire computer PC setup. I'm going to be moving that upstairs and creating an entire new office for myself. In the second bedroom currently, there is a gray large sofa that was there when we had a game room. We had a TV, we had lights, it was a whole vibe, and I'm going to be taking that sofa out and moving it into the loft, which just has my plants right now and a mirror and a chair that I think I might get rid of them. So yeah, we have a lot to tackle. I'm going to be doing this over a few days. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so coming into the second bedroom upstairs, this was a game room. So we had this huge sofa, and then over here we had a TV. We had lights like strung up around. It was really like a vibe. And I think I'm going to turn this room into my office. So this sofa is going to come out, and this dresser is going to go downstairs into what is my bedroom now. So I'm going to put like my underwear, my socks, and all of that in here and take that out of my closet where it currently is living. So this is going to go downstairs. If you remember where the desk is, that is where this is going to go. So I'm going to move this downstairs when I get the chance. But right now I'm going to focus on moving this big, huge sofa. It's looking a little messy right now, but this is a sofa that we got from Albany Park. I really recommend it. I've done reviews on it. I'm not really sure if they sell this exact configuration anymore because I did get this sofa a few years ago. But if you're interested in where I got this sofa, I will definitely link the video down below. So right now I'm going to focus on moving this out. And this sofa is actually going to go in the loft. So right now the loft is kind of a weird area. As you can see, we have one chair and one mirror and a bunch of plants. So I think I'm going to put my sofa in here. And you may be wondering, okay, well, why do you need a sofa in here then? I like to have gatherings a lot of the time. I like to have get-togethers. So I do think that this would be an easy place. If people are downstairs at the party, they can easily come upstairs and this can be a second area for them to sit. Also, it would be a nice place to sit amongst my plants. So let's go ahead and move this sofa out here. I think I'm just gonna give this chair away. I've had this chair forever, and I love the shape, but I really don't like the color of it, and I got it for free. So I'm not out anything, but I do think I'm just gonna donate it. So at some point I'll get it down the stairs, but I think this is going away. I cannot believe that this was under the sofa. No worries, I'm gonna clean it all up. Okay, back to moving the sofa. Okay, so unfortunately, I have miscalculated, and this sofa is huge. No problems there. However, I do not think that the ottoman is going to fit as I thought it would. So I might have to put it in like this corner right here and maybe move this shelf someplace else. I really want this to fit. If not, we can try moving these plants over here. So I have the L-shaped corner over here. I think it kind of fit nicely. I do think I maybe need some like artwork on this wall right here. But I have the corner piece, then I have the middle section, and then I have the ottoman over here. And then over here is the storage that came with the sofa. It does have storage inside of it, but I really don't need to use it. So since this is in front of a window, I did go ahead and put my plants on it. And then I went ahead and put my mirror back over here. This is a full length mirror. I have this peace lily over here in the corner to kind of soften this corner. And then I still have my hanging plant up here. So this is how I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm just gonna kind of live with it and see how I like it. It's kind of plant city in here. It is a nice way for people, if they are visiting, to kind of come upstairs, sit on the sofa, but it's also a place where all of my plants live. So I do kind of like that balance. This rug, I think, is from Rugs USA or some type of rugs place. I do think it is a bit short for the sofa. I do wish it kind of came down the entire way, but I'm working with what I have. So yeah, let me know what you think of this space down in the comments, and let's move on to the next room. Okay, so I've made good progress. I have my desk up here, I have my PC tower, and I have my chair. I have the bookshelf that was in the loft, and then obviously this stuff is going to be moved. I did originally have my desk in the center of the room, and I did like that idea. However, I did not like how my PC tower was looking. Unfortunately, it has to be on my desk because my monitors, my webcam, my speakers, all of that has to plug into my PC. And unfortunately, the wires are just not long enough when my PC is sitting on the ground. Trust me, I've tried. So my PC tower has to be up on my desk. And when it was in the middle of the room, I just didn't like how that looked. It was like when I walked in, all I saw was this big black box. I did like the idea of potentially sitting in the middle of the room and being able to look out the window as well as look out here, but I just don't think it would work. Also, if you have a PC at home, there's a lot of cables, and cable management is like a big thing. So there would be a lot of cables just in the middle of the room, and I did not really like how that looked either. Maybe if I had a laptop or a simpler setup, maybe it would be easier to put my desk in the middle of the room, but for now, I think it's going to stay over here. So I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff and bring it all up here, and then I think we're at a good stopping point for today. Instead of making 20 trips with all my stuff for my PC, I'm just gonna put it in this laundry basket and make one trip upstairs. Okay, so everything is all set up. You can see I have my PC, my monitors, my keyboard, my microphone, my mouse, and my speakers, plus my chair. I think I'm gonna keep this flag up here just because it's already on the wall. The last thing I need to do in this room is to move this dresser and this plant stand out and then move my chair up here. I do obviously think, once again, I'm gonna do a little zhuzhing. This room is a bit empty right now, but I think I'm gonna save that for another day. So it is the next day. I feel like I'm making really good progress. I still have a few pieces of furniture to move around, so let's go ahead and get those. I will say that it is a bit of a struggle going up and down the stairs by myself. I am thinking about asking for help, but honestly, I'm a big, strong woman. I think I can do this myself. I'm feeling really encouraged. I'm feeling really empowered. So I do think I can do this. Unfortunately, you can see behind me, I have a like U-shaped stairs. So all I can think of is that scene from Friends when he keeps saying pivot, because that's what I'm having to do with all of the furniture I'm bringing up and down the stairs. So this is the current state of the dresser. As you saw, the entire thing kind of just disassembled itself when I started moving it. So now I have the fun task of putting it all back together again.
One eternity later.
So it's been a few hours, and I just want to say that this almost ruined me. So This thing would not go back together. I was basically in tears trying to get the screws to go back in the holes and they wouldn't. So I had to literally get scrap pieces of wood to get this thing to even hold its shape. It is super wobbly, but it's back together and I never want to touch it again. So if I ever move with it, it's not even coming with me. It's done. So that does it for today's video. I'm going to show you all of the rooms. And honestly, I'm really happy with how things turned out. That dresser almost broke me. It took me 3 hours to put it back together and it's still kind of just being held together by hopes and prayers. But I do love my new space. I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.